So the nozzle nose.
What?
The nozzle nose.
Yeah, I was gonna mention. For a second, I thought you said, so while I was at Lowe's, and I'm like, do you guys even have Lowe's?
I don't know what that is. Right.
What is it? Is the nozzle nose, the rapid blaster, scope sniper, so fuck you. This map, so fuck you. And then something else, I forget what it is.
I was looking forward to this map again. This will be the real test.
It doesn't even make any sense.
Because we had 2 good sets last time. We're on this, so this is a set with
Oh,
a bad
and the
weapon.
piss, the urethra gun. I gotcha.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to go up one of these trails because I'm not filling them in.
Right. So your tweet said you have things to talk about.
Oh yeah, there are lots of things to talk about. Have you been writing things down, Gavin?
Well, because I slipped my mind. I didn't know we had a list still.
Oh no, I've just been kind of writing them down in a notepad.
Oh yeah, I should do that. Because we've had actual game things to talk about the last few, so that slipped my mind. Should do that again.
We have
And
actual
come up with
game
stuff,
things.
though.
We have actual game things to talk about now.
Oh, would you like to open the discussion then?
There's Mega Man 11. Hold on.
Yes.
You know what? I think it actually looks okay.
So do I. I think it actually looks like it could be good.
When I first watched it, I thought, what the fuck? This is ugly. Go back to 8-bit. You fucking cretins. You're gonna ruin Mega
I'm actually
Man.
glad they did this because I didn't want them to go back to 8-bit.
See, everyone's saying that. I don't think 8-bit's that bad.
See, the thing is, you weren't there for like the glorious revival of 9 and then the slightly tired continuation of the revival of 10.
Oh, I was definitely there for that.
Yeah, but you weren't playing them.
Exactly, but I was there.
You were there, but
The
you weren't
point
playing
still
this one.
stands.
Yeah, you weren't playing them. Like, whereas this, I've seen, well, I said this and I've seen multiple other people say it, so I feel vindicated in saying it.
Oh yeah, no, everyone's been saying it. Also, Novelle's here. How about that?
Well, Novell.
Novelle, what do you think about Mega Man 11's look? Because I looked at it more, because I watched the trailer
like
more.
it.
Something I rarely do, since I always just look at something and then have the opinion formed right there, obviously. But now then it started looking better, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, this
I
is what
really
Mighty
like-
Number 9 should have looked like, and I'm like, oh, yeah, sure.
Yep. The thing everyone is saying is that this is what Mighty Number 9 should have looked like, what it said it was going to look like.
It's like, I funded Mighty Number 9, so I don't know why I'm against the art style.
I also funded Mighty Number 9.
Yo, I'm in the credits.
So am I. I found myself during the times I streamed that and was like, there it is. A mark of shame.
Grenade is not gonna do much.
Can I reach me? Yes, I can.
And then, I don't know, the boss looks boring and stupid. And the attack kind of looks whatever. But, I mean, there are 8 robot masters. So,
Yeah.
this is only one of 8. They're gonna create some stupid bullshit since they ran out of ideas for men since Mega Man 2. So we're gonna get, you know, something like Spring Man?
We already have a Spring Man.
Yeah, and he's awful.
Yeah.
I hate arms.
But yeah, I like the look of it.
What?
It's promising. There's been like an interview with like the main producer and shit, and the way he talked about Mega Man as like a property with like a story was encouraging, so he kind of got the idea.
I mean, that's what we thought before, so I'm not gonna count my chickens until they have hatched. Actually, I'm not gonna count my chickens until I've played the first 10 games.
Well, the other flip side of that is that this is an actual company with actual oversight and bosses to answer to, and not just one, pretty much a con man in charge.
Aren't those bosses Capcom, though?
Yes, so they're very stupid.
That's kind of concerning, isn't it?
But they still produce things, is the point. May not be very good things, but they produce.
I don't know if that's a good argument.
Oh, we got Mothership.
See, we produce things like every 2 days.
Yeah, and that's also shit. But
But yeah, I'm
No, like
not
you
as
get what I mean.
excited.
Like even Capcom, like even recently, like as bad as like some of the things have been, and especially how bad as some of them have looked visually. Jesus Christ, Marvel vs. Capcom. Uh,
Yeah,
they still have like they still look a general level of technical polish that makes me feel confident in this. Hello, Luigi.
I mean, as a fan, not fan, as someone outside looking in, more or less. I think it looks pretty alright. I'm definitely not as excited as other people, so I felt like a fucking asshole when I'm like, you know, looking at it without an excited eye, I should say.
I wouldn't say like I'm excited per se. I'm hopeful.
Well, that doesn't sound very good at all.
Well, it is because like usually when I look at games, I go like that's gonna be shit.
So, would you be mad if I called it Mighty Number 9 2?
Yes, because that's no game deserves that.
Well,
frankly.
think, but it's Mega Man 11, right?
Yeah.
And then 9 plus 2 is 11. And it's not 8-bit like Mighty Number 9. I think I have something going here.
See the way you phrased that made it sound like you were saying Mighty Number 9 was 8-bit.
Did it sound like that?
Yeah.
No, it was the other way around.
Yeah, I know. I figured, but it's just... This went smooth, wasn't it?
Yeah, because we're talking about Mega Man, the best character of all time. Also, when are they going to replace that dog?
Never.
I know people will be like, Chris, you fucking asshole. I love that dog. I would die for whatever his name is. Rush something.
Yes.
I love my rush coil and my rush spring move.
The rush coil.
Is that the rush coil?
Yes.
I literally only know this from watching Raocow like 5 years ago. So, it's like, I don't know, he's ugly to me. He looks kind of like a man dog.
He is a man dog.
I hate it. Get a dog. At least Roll's back. I like Roll. I like Call from Mighty Number 9, but obviously that's very wasted.
My preferred design didn't get voted in though.
X design was also pretty alright. Not in game.
Not in game. Like the artwork for Beck's design was alright. Beck and everything he appeared in, like that fucking the pilot trailer for the animated series. That's
not that. You know, actually, that reminds me, because I in the chat room like in the chat room I like that
the Mega Man one.
That Mega Man Disney XD show, and I'm like, I know Sonic exists, but like, if we count Sonic out, is there a video game character more tragic than Mega Man? With these like spin-off things?
I don't think there is, honestly.
Like, he has a really bad past. A really good past and a really bad past. It's kind of funny in a way.
Kind of funny because it's not like all Mega Man's cartoons have been terrible. If I can reach them, I do have a nozzle nose.
It's a meme, of course it's terrible.
Yes, Novell, you can play.
How do you think things become memes?
But no, I'm not talking about. Like when I mentioned, like I've had like some of the more recent Mega Man side like spin-off games series who had their own like animated. Those are actually pretty alright.
Well, speaking of that, I was more excited for the Mega Man Legacy Collection X or whatever the fuck they're calling it. Once that news hit, I'm like,
Mega Man X games.
Because I'm like, I need the Legacy Collection 2, and then I'm gonna need that, and then I'm gonna have all the Mega Man games on a modern console without having to emulate, you know?
Yep.
And that is an exciting prospect for me because I do want to play them, especially X. I know a lot about X, but I haven't really beaten it.
Jesus, there's so many eggs, but there's so many salmon, and I can't fight the horse because I wasn't given the shit weapon.
Ow! So you might need to remind me to wait in the lobby later on.
Yeah, I will. I will.
I didn't even know there were 9 X games.
There aren't. There is.
There are 8? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I remember now because I saw a post like, all right, but when's X9? That's what. That's what.
Yeah.
Like I saw one where someone's like, you know, now people are gonna get to experience the glory of X4, and it seems sarcastic because it was like this 3D game with a weird boss fight.
No, X4 is the one with the "What am I fighting for" line.
I didn't even know that it was from. I didn't even know it was from that. I thought it was from like JoJo or something.
No, that's Mega Man X4.
Speaking of, is like any stopped thinking from JoJo, or did JoJo reference like something like Shakespeare or something?
What?
Like, you know that one part in JoJo where it's like, so he stopped thinking?
Yeah.
I saw someone reference that recently, and I'm like, is that a straight up JoJo reference, or did JoJo reference something else?
No, JoJo didn't reference something in saying that, but I think that's not necessarily a JoJo reference or anything.
I mean, it's definitely a JoJo reference, but I'm like wondering if the concept has been done before, I guess.
Get back on. I'm actually excited about the X games because I haven't played like the X games in ages.
Do you know about the like extreme sports X games?
I don't actually.
Okay, because when you say like I'm excited for the X Games,
no, I mean
like
you know,
the first thing my
X.
brain went to was that. It's kind of funny. There's a squeaky stealer down where the flying fucker is. Like on there.
I don't know what that is.
Jess, you fucking idiot! Did you not see where I was going? And then you just give up. You just give up. Despicable. Me. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, Champions of Fire happened. And there was that Minions game in it. Did you watch any of that?
Only what you like linked me to.
Oh, okay. I like scrolled through the VODs for all of Ryan's things. He actually managed 4th place. He was in a really bad spot in the beginning, and then he kind of pulled it back, but then he choked at the end, like bad times.
Rip.
Yeah.
To briefly go back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the X releases because it's sometimes a bit hard to get a PlayStation 1 emulator to behave.
Oh yeah, PlayStation 1, how about that? Now it's going to be on powerful console. Excited.
So, having them all gonna be great. Mega Man X8 was actually, like, Mega Man X7 was terrible, but then Mega Man X8 was actually fantastic, as I remember.
Go, you fuck! Jesus! How much would you pay for that collection? How much do you think they're gonna charge?
I mean, if it's Capcom, they're probably gonna, like, well, like, hey, mate, you want this, you could pay fucking 45 quid. But I would actually pay, like, 25.
I mean, I don't know, they're like 7, 8
8 games,
yeah, in it, and
at least.
Actually, how recent are they? I'm like.
I mean, Mega Man X8 was like, oh, rip.
Oh, should have told me.
I didn't know. I was like, all I knew was I was dead. I didn't know the other two were dead.
Okay.
Right, pause in the lobby.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. My general instinct is when I die, look up at the you know,
yeah,
4
I was
people
distracted by our multi-pronged conversation where we've jumped like 3 topics, but I haven't finished talking about the first.
I mean, you already said you wanted Mega Man X.
Yes, but I wanted to clarify some things.
Wait, collection.
Yeah.
I didn't wait.
You hit the button. For fuck's sake, come on. I even reminded you.
And I even knew. It just happened.
Be quick, Lavelle.
It's not that bad, though. It's not that bad, though. Really
Right.
not that bad, though.
Anyway, what were we on? The Champions of Fire thing?
Yeah.
What is that anyway?
It's like Amazon owns a tablet thing. You can play games on it, so it's like sponsored for that.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why it's mobile games. It's literally Amazon mobile games.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
And it was funny because the entire chat was Ryan, like NL fans. All of it. I don't know if you saw any of that chat.
I saw bits of it.
It's insane. And then when he lost,
I saw like the imminent cries of rigged whenever that weird ended.
When he lost in the quarterfinals, there were so many messages that were like, "Welp, I'm out." It's like, then rip viewership, stuff like that.
I mean, they're probably not wrong. Like, the moment he was off, people probably just like, okay, I'll fuck off until he comes back.
Kind of funny. No. There's a taxi back here.
No, it's not your fault, Lavelle. It's a certain goon's fault.
Look, I still don't trust you to host lobbies after that one incident.
What was that one incident?
Look, if I just say that one incident without there being an actual incident, it makes it sound ominous, and that the stream has lore, you know? Hey, can you get the torpedo?
Oh, because I'm fighting.
Oh. Look, it was a shot in the dark. You could have been, like, there was a what, 2 in 3 chance that you were one of the 2 other people. What? That missed! Ah! Okay. What the hell are you doing leading the snake up here? I know I do that sometimes, but like...
I'm not leading the snake up here. I'm fucking fighting Steelers down the front.
Not you.
Don't say you then.
But... It's like, I'm talking to this person.
Oh. Alright, what else happened?
Well, in Super Mario Odyssey news, we always have to check back there. Except this might be the last time. Because, as you
we didn't
know...
mention your retirement.
Yeah, I'm retiring from Koopa free running because I think I almost actually re-broke my elbow from all the shaking.
Oh, it's over here, like, immediately.
Well, who opened this one?
This guy's psychic.
No! No. Don't condone that behavior. That's like, you know, gambler's fallacy or something.
Gambler's fallacy is continue to go, I'll win this time if I just keep playing.
Exactly. I'm
also
gonna...
known as playing gacha games.
The gold one's gonna be in this one if I just keep doing it. No! No, no, no! That's not how you play.
Well, you need to make a start somewhere.
I'm dead. This is the best map, by the way. Alright, we're going over here.
It's here again.
So yeah, Mario Odyssey has a huge problem. A huge problem with motion controls. Huge! Huge! Huge. Makes me so mad.
You fuckers. I took the cart to fight them. Where's it going?
It's like, really, I talk about it all in the streams themselves. But like...
You may as well, like, do it here.
It's just
I wasn't
insanely...
present for those streams.
It's just insanely bad. How Nintendo, like... You mean, even in that stream, you saw that, with the Pro Controller, you... Even with motion controls, you can't do the motion control.
Yes. I know it from experience, and because I remember trying. That's why I switched to split Joy-Cons. It's like, I can't do half of these fucking half of these.
I'm just like, split Joy-Cons. That thing. Are you guys okay?
Oh. Trying to get able to get, like, one of the last eggs, but that wasn't how. Hey, he's here.
More power eggs.
But yeah, Waggle Win really is the way to say it.
It really is Waggle to win, though. In fact, it was at the very end of that last stream that I realized that you also, if you shook while in the fork person, you flung farther.
Yep.
Which would have been very good information. And
that's what I used when I like first beat your Seaside time. Because I did that at the very end and like flung myself from there straight into the goal.
It's like, I love Mario Odyssey. It's such a good game, but like, why? Why? The thing that I like most about it is weighed down so much by the Waggle shit. Just, you know what?
Pretty pointed in saying that this is a Miyamoto production, and that's because he is like the last remaining holdout for motion controls in Nintendo.
I don't know if that's true though.
That is true though, because he was like, entirely the mastermind behind Star Fox Zero.
I watched 1,000 Year Door stream last night. I'm done hearing Miyamoto be blamed for everything again. Okay, like there are probably people in Nintendo.
It's for thing he is like explicitly, like tangibly.
But he can't be the only one.
He's guy like seniority matters, like above all else in Japanese companies. He's like literally the top guy at this point.
By the way, I think it's just Odyssey needs emulation. It needs it. So I'm just waiting for a Switch emulator. But even then, at that point, the leaderboards
out for like years.
Yeah, and the leaderboards aren't even gonna matter then. So it's like, well, you only have your friends for Koopa free running. And if you don't have friends, like Who cares?
No, but like it's distinctly noticeable because compare it to Breath of the Wild, which flat out doesn't have any waggle. Like it has like slight motion controls for aiming with the bow, and that's it. That's all it has, and that's fine because that's just pointing.
That's Splatoon 2-ish, right?
Yeah, it's just like there's that. You just aim the controller. Like there's also like some of the puzzles that you like manipulate things with motion controls. You don't have to. You can turn them off, but you can keep them on, and just like it's literally like the controller like this. You just turn it upside down or whatever, and it's fine. There's no waggle really. It's just like tilting or aiming.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's fine. Even if it was just like shake occasionally. I think in like the main story, it's fine because you aren't doing it a whole lot, and you really never need to do in the main story. But for high level play, like speed runs and Koopa free run, like I would say, well, speed runs are speed runs. Nintendo isn't going to endorse that. They endorse the free running. They put in a mode with a timer with leaderboards. They're endorsing speed running for that, right?
Oh, and they also designed the levels explicitly for it. If you notice, they add the fork things in, like the Metro Kingdom, for example.
Yeah, so why the fuck would you make it so that the controls are imprecise? Like, even ARMS, even if you couldn't remap the controls, it still had the controller option right out the bat. So it's like, why would Odyssey be shackled down by this?
Again, I think it's like the philosophy of the guy in charge of the game.
Like, literally almost killing me. I actually thought I was gonna have to cancel my dogs and go back to the hospital that day.
Because, like, Aonuma, like, you know, the Zelda director or Zelda producer, guy in charge, he doesn't, like, he, like, yeah. Where are they?
I don't know, let me go to the wall. Oh, I see a flying fucker's missiles.
we killed them, let's go. There's a mall coming in. There's lag thing again.
Kind of just time that. Yeah, so, you know, beat my times, whatever. I actually cannot do them for health reasons, which is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. I think if you're a melee player, that's fine. That's a fine thing to say. For just casual-ish Odyssey speedrunning, like my times aren't and are never gonna be that good.
Because you get people like that half-formed guy who couldn't do this, for instance. Like, he flat couldn't run this game because of those motion controls.
Yeah. I died somehow.
Hell, I don't know. Like, you probably play it standard, like you never play it speedrun.
Oh yeah, you can like if you watch the like VODs for my free running streams, I very often mention how my elbow that I broke was like aching a bit. But, like when I woke up after doing that last one, because I was shaking a lot during the metro, like trying to figure out how that route worked. Yeah, and then like I think that was like way too much because I was going a bit beyond my hour that I usually set, which is also stupid, by the way. The only reason I ever got by on that was because I limited myself to 1 hour, which had its perks, kind of like these streams, but at the same time was like, ugh. But and then like it just was a breaking point. Like it actually kind of felt like a kind of smaller version of when my elbow actually broke when I slammed it on the edge of that stairway. It was not pleasant. And then it just... To
answer your question about, yes, it really did that hurt that
yeah,
bad.
thankfully it went away. There was even one time where like my heart was hurting. Like my...
I remember that, and that made me distinctly fucking worried. Like, are you gonna have a heart attack live on air?
I mean, possibly. You know, it's like my chest was hurting, I guess, just from shaking so much. It's like... And the thing is, like, you have to shake like that because the game has multiple different inputs for how you shake the controller. Which is so bad. Like, you think that having a 2-button combination so you like ground pound instead of dive is bad. Put motion controls in it, you have no actual objective way of telling if you're actually doing it right. That's what I hate the most about it, I think.
What you're saying is not Game of the Year.
I mean, it wasn't Game of the Year in the first place because it didn't beat a Hat in Time. So... I mean, I would hesitate to call Hat in Time Game of the Year since I have so many Game of the Year contenders coming up on my docket. That's like, even I'm not gonna finish them before
I actually still
2017.
haven't decided what mine would be for the year, honestly. It's just, like, it's hard deciding.
I would be surprised if any of them beat a Hat in Time anyways, just based on
No,
me.
like, for me, like, that, like, I hadn't even registered.
Oh yeah, no, that makes
Like,
total
I
sense.
get for me, yeah.
You know, I'm like Super Mario Sunshine guy. You're like you know, what's like
RPG guy.
yeah, something like, you know, Sony more kind of person. Whereas I never touched a Sony console in my life instead of this PS4, which is causing me ire with its button controller scheme. Coming up on 22, can't do this. So it's like, you know, different backgrounds, different things, which is why, you know, I think, you know, individual games of the year are interesting. One big game of the year is like,
Is what? What one's that?
That is a sound for not too good. You know?
Yeah, but like what? Yeah.
What do you mean?
What game are you referring to?
No, I'm just referring to general game of the year shows like the Game Awards and shit, I guess.
Oh, right, yeah.
When is that, by the way?
I don't know, I don't care. That shit's always terrible, and it's always just like it's marketed, and it's not actual awards. It's just we bought this for like attention.
But Nintendo did retweet a reminder. Thanks for the reminder.
Probably because they're about to win big.
I mean, do they get monetary compensation for winning? Is that, do they pay
No,
out?
they don't. But they pay the Game Awards, they give them awards. That's basically how it works. That's why Horizon Zero Dawn is like in every single category.
This guy, okay, you know, people like that game.
No, actually, many people didn't. It was like, it was forgotten pretty fucking quickly.
Guy. I don't think it was forgotten. I've heard buzzes about it. Like,
Yeah, I heard buzzes about when it came out, then it just kind of vanished.
it stuck around for a few months.
Nah, it didn't. Like, it vanished. Like, even like the announcement of the DLC at E3 was met with like, you know, silence, sound of a wet fart.
I mean, I don't really remember that at all. But
Exactly
then
my
again, I wasn't really, you know, paying too much
Like,
attention.
no one gave a shit. Exactly my point. And a show that was already kind of dire for Sony. One of their, I guess, killer announcements being wiped was, well, tragic.
Put the controller down.
Put it down and do it.
Yeah. You're gonna need to tell me to put the controller down instead of just wait. I might need to like tap the A button here with my index finger.
Well, yeah, but
It's so weird. It's like already December 5th. December 1st didn't feel that long ago.
yeah, my mom said that to me as well. Like, wow, it's already December 5th.
Getting there. Also, it's like, it felt like a nice Floridian day outside. It's December 5th. So I'm like, well,
Sorry.
it's kind of nice. I don't have to
Pissing
bundle
cold and
up.
wet here, so it felt like December.
It's like kind of nice that I don't have to bundle up for the cold because, you know, I obviously prefer cold
Easy.
over hot, but that doesn't mean I necessarily like cold, obviously. But that just making me think like, I'm gonna pay for it in spades in the summertime
Welcome aboard, though.
when a giant ball of gas is facing, you know, this side of the planet for half of the year.
Oh yeah, there's something I can talk about. Is, if I remember right, Namco Bandai have a, like, their Jump Fest, or they have like some special show, and they've already like confirmed it's gonna be like 5 or 6 unannounced games.
Jump fast.
It's a like it's like for Shonen Jump, like the big Japanese manga comic, comes out every.
Nintendo didn't fucking sue. That sounds like a Mario thing.
Well, no, 'cause Shonen Jump was around before that Mario.
Right, but Mario jumped, and he is celebrated very often.
Anyway, for the point is, they have, like, when Namco Bandai announced this, Nintendo retweeted it, and apparently Nintendo is, like, they're rumored to have a massive presence at Namco Bandai's show.
Yeah, because they're gonna reveal a Mario game on it.
And just to point this out, Namco Bandai were co-developer on Smash 4.
I honestly, I mean, I mean, last stream I said, you know, Smash on Switch would be fine, but it's not something I really care about, I think.
I think the other detail people are pointing out is that like there's basically gonna have to be Soul Calibur 6 at this point. People are thinking maybe that's gonna be on Switch.
Is Baldo gonna be back?
I don't know.
That's all I care about.
Like, we don't know. Like, we'll see.
Oh yeah, so that's why people were saying Link's gonna be in the next Soul Calibur. I get it now.
Yeah, because like Nintendo are gonna be at a show where Namco Bandai are quite likely to announce Soul Calibur 6.
Well, I mean, Nintendo and those guys are like fucking bros.
They are
right?
very tight.
So
yeah.
it's like,
I mean, shit, they let them develop a Smash Brothers. Like, they're fucking tight.
let them put Pac-Man in it. The best character in the game.
Bandai Brand has some more like interesting announcements too. One of the rumors is that long off rumored Dark Souls current gen / Switch only like collection or whatever it is. And I don't mind telling you that if that happened, I would be there day one, because I am a whore.
What's that even mean? Be there.
For if there's a Dark Souls collection on Switch, I will be there and get it on day one.
Oh, right. See, the only place I usually have to be for those things is my house. But we've established this.
I mean, that still applies. You will be there at the game in the game.
I'll be there at the eShop.
You'll be there in the game itself on day one.
Oh, is that what you were talking about?
That's what well,
Such a weird way to say it.
Have it. I just meant I was gonna have it. Like it still holds is what I'm saying. But yeah, it's one of the. I can't remember what the other one was. There was another collection thing. So, that's right, Xenosaga, which is likely.
Is it Xenosaga or Xenosaga?
Those two are actually linked. Would you believe? The creator of Xenosaga, like a lot of the main creators, left Namco Bandai ages ago and formed Monolith Soft, and then they made Xenoblade after previously making Xenosaga. And if I actually remember right, the main girl from Xenosaga, Cosmos, is in Xenoblade 2 as a guest character.
Ah, I'm dead. Not even enough ink. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of like sick of Smash Mania. Like, it was so exhausting during Smash 4.
Fuck me, Jesus Christ, that got destroyed.
What the hell?
Like,
Did that get you?
Yep.
Because I was swarmed to death and I have this fucking sniper or something. But it's like, you know, just everyone being like, every 2 seconds, who do you hope's in Smash? It's like, I'm on this person's Smash. I would be so mad if this person's Smash. And then new characters announced, and then that's all the news is for 5 fucking weeks until the next one is announced. I'm like, if Paper Mario is announced, then fine. But everyone else, I don't care. I don't care. Please just stop. Stop, please.
You didn't have to pay attention to it.
No, you have to, because that's all.
No, you don't.
That's all your friends
don't.
talk
I mean,
about.
like,
That's all the social media
is.
is.
Or something, because like I never give a shit about half the stuff people around me talk about. I just tune it
like,
out.
It's like, it's weird because it's like, obviously it's Smash. It's like, oh cool, it's a cool character to be in, like, you know, Cloud is cool. But then it's like after a point, it's like, stop.
Also, because I wanted to get to this, just to interject. No, Novell, I didn't get Xenoblade because Amazon decided I am unwashed and do not deserve the thing I paid for. With the service I paid extra for. So, you know, fuck me, I guess. They said it dispatched today, so that's something.
So what about the compensation?
It's not going to be any. Because they're just going to be like, well, we're very sorry, would you please keep paying us? And it's going to be, no, fuck off.
I mean, you know.
In fact, I will want my money back, frankly.
You know, you're a guy who deals with that. I think you can, you can use some psychological warfare to work your way into the other ones.
Except I know from experience the answer more often than not is the person you're talking to is not authorized to do it. Because I'm not authorized to do it. That's just straight up. If someone asks, I want compensation, I have to tell them, nah, sorry, can't help you. Because I'm not allowed to do it. I have to tell them, nah, go fuck yourself. I do take some glee in doing that, I'm not gonna lie.
Whatever gets you through the day, my dude.
I got called a cunt today because some guy forgot his own phone number. He says I have not given this intent. I haven't updated this in 10 years. He's like, well, that's not my fucking problem. And he's like, he called me a cunt once. I was like, right, first warning, you have to be cordial. He said it again. I was like, oh, back the door. I hope your product never makes it to you. Because that's the best thing about being a chat rep, is that they live or die by your hand.
I'm gonna talk to your manager.
There's like 5 managers and they aren't in half the time.
So why can't you use your phone?
Because we deal with sensitive information and they're afraid of people recording it. Like
No, but who's gonna enforce it?
There was an email went around from one of the managers saying he's caught word of people using them on the floor, so
yeah, because
someone is observing.
I mean, just look for cameras, and then there you go. Just don't use your phone there. God, you're gonna have to use your phone if you want to get all these Christmas items in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. You miss.
I'm not playing that.
You miss one rotation, and suddenly, you know, there goes your fireplace. There goes your snowman. Fuck you. And you know what? I think it's fine because I'm getting into the gameplay loop, and I can understand how it could be addictive. But I legitimately think the only reason I'm doing it is for the Christmas shit, and then I'm just gonna not play it anymore. But I'll have a better criticism than I did before. So we'll see about that.
I just haven't had any interest in it because, like, if I'm gonna play Animal Crossing, I want the real thing.
It's not very good.
It's not very okay.
I still hold that.
That's fine. I mean, they're not missing anything. I can just keep playing Fire Emblem here.
I think Animal Crossing fans are like, you know, they feel like they have to like it when they don't.
And then some people probably get legitimate enjoyment out of making like hellish prison camps.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not very creative. It's not very original or creative, is it? But like,
yeah, well, I mean, it was at first, and then every other motherfucker had it. I guess bonus points though, like genuine kudos to the guy who made Lost.
Yeah, there's like that. There's PPQ. And I'm actually starting to resent Conan. You know, I'm starting to resent him. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch his shit now because of these events. He's forcing his way into the game I love and ruining it. Heavenly Knights deserve those 7-star first. Fuck your tan dude. Fuck your weird disguise trope bullshit. Oh, but Detective Conan came out in 1932 before animation was even invented. I don't care. It's 2017. I'm bored of it.
Oh, dude, it's 2017. Come on, like, you're not a fucking mongoloid. You can talk better than that. What?
That torpedo was like grazing the ground there.
I thought you were like the wings might be saying mongoloid.
I don't even know what that means. I just kind of like glazed over that.
Means idiot.
In like where?
It's a like somewhat antiquated term for an idiot.
Somewhat, huh?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna get dark, but it didn't. Weird. Fucking Fire Emblem went off on that game last night. I think I figured it out. So I'm feeling less ornery about it, but also more ornery about it.
See, I'm into Fire Emblem enough and like the standard gameplay with it that I feel fine just doing like this fighting shit.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm good. Our philosophies, like the dude shot a torpedo and it stopped my jump, and I was gonna go in the pit.
Okay.
I was about to go in the pit there too. But
anyway, you were saying.
I think our philosophies with it are 100% different, which is fine and also curious.
I mean, you kind of touched on the thing I do, like, in and around me just enjoying the game, is I, like, set projects to do for characters to build, because...
Yeah, I feel like you can't really do that yet, so that's why I'm hoping for that quality.
I can and do, and am currently, so... I have a whole plan in like, motion to get myself my first +10 character.
Right, but, like, I feel like... Okay. We already discussed this, and you don't seem to agree, but...
I don't. Because I think you're wrong.
It's like, there's, like, in PPQ, you can always get material. Yeah, sometimes they're color-coded, you know. like shields, or what are those things called that you get from the training tower?
Emblems.
Emblems. You can always get those. Of course, they're color coded, but you can always get them.
Yeah.
I want that with feathers, and then I think I will be 100%.
You have that with feathers.
No, because the arena only like you like get.
I'm not talking about the arena either. Like there's daily quests that dispense feathers every single day.
Well, right, but then they run out. Like if I want to spend stamina if I want to trade stamina things or orbs for feathers, then I think I would be down. But you really can't do that.
You really don't need to spend orbs for stamina because like the hand stamina.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying like eventually it could be a thing.
That would have to be a really long eventually. Even after like I went fucking extra hard on this Tempest compared to when I usually do because I haven't had time these past several Tempests.
Well, that's the thing. I realized because I love Nino with my whole heart, and I resent the game a lot for making me switch her out to be able to do auto battle because its AI is so bad and it can't handle Nino's raw power. But thin defenses.
What I noticed seems to like generally improve the AI's like behavior. Well, not doesn't make it perfect or anything, but it increases a bit. Is adding movement skills, like any movement skill, and it will suddenly become like a savant with it somehow.
I mean, I think that you're a different case than most of the population because you run an army team, right? What's it? Armor team.
I mean,
and I think that
like,
in order
my Tempest team wasn't the armor team. It was it was like two brave units, two of the brave units, and then.
But wasn't one of them Lucina? Isn't she more of a tank?
She is more of a tank.
Like that's basically my point is that I think autoplay very heavily balances towards defensive characters because of how the AI plays it. It literally rams your dude into things.
It's also like this also having like attack advantage because like the other character I had on that team who did very well was Mia, and I give her like she's really fast and I give her wind sweep, so I think she could walk up to any unit, smack them, and just not get hit for it.
Right, but I think that's like part of the problem for me with auto battle.
What's that?
You either have to get hit really hard, and a lot of times that's not enough, but we'll get into that later. Or if you can't take a hit at all, then you can't be auto battled because you're gonna die because the AI just doesn't give a shit about position. But I think that could be a drawback for it. I think all the AI needs to do, because I had this whole essay in my head about this, and I wrote like probably 1/9 of it on Twitter last night. Where I'm like trying to think, because PPQ's drawbacks with auto battle, like if this is my main argument thing, I guess. Like if you have a good enough team in PPQ, you can auto battle almost anything, except for the things that you aren't allowed to auto battle, right?
Yeah, and honestly, the things you're not allowed to auto battle are like so hard that you have to do it yourself anyway. Yeah,
or just like the events where you don't really want to auto battle because that's the point. But like the main drawback behind auto battle in PPQ is that it's really slow. Like, the game waits a good 10 seconds before every move. I think it's to try to compensate for, like, you want to get back in or something.
Whereas Fire Emblem Heroes doesn't even...
Yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes, auto battle, if you turn off the animations, which, like, it still baffles me that there are people who don't. Like, it goes.
I turned it off for auto battle, but I turn it back on when I'm playing.
And it almost seems... It seems weird for auto battle, because it feels like you're playing the game as much. Because... You still have to like move on to the next thing, which is another thing I don't like.
Yeah, that annoys me. That does annoy me. The fact that it doesn't just move to the next battle by itself.
Yeah, because it's like it's just like it spends literally 10 seconds sorting out the the fight, and then you have to make your input. You might as well play yourself, except it is slower. So I mean, auto battle is kind of good in that front. But it's like I think that they could add a kind of drawback like that, where you can't if you wail in the game, which people do.
I did. I got rewarded for slight wailing.
It's like you should be like I don't know. Your powerful characters should be able to be auto battled. To me,
they can.
They can if they're Ike and Siegbert, but even then, not Siegbert. What's his name? They're like the fucking same name and they aren't even related. But like
the man that loves his wife.
I love my wife. But, like, they always ran him into yellows. Or, sorry, not yellows. Into blues. So he, would always die after the second battle. I'm just like, okay.
Part of the thing, like, I did that was, like, at the start of my battle was I tried to rearrange units so that everyone would be at least as far away from the weakness as possible.
Yeah, but that kind of,
slightly.
like, I kind of did that, too, before I realized that that kind of removes the point. Ugh. I mean, but that's another thing. Like, the thing in PBQ is that, the thing about PBQ is sometimes, like, the final boss is really powerful, so you'll turn auto battle off and then deal with it yourself. And that's kind of what worked in the Tempest Trials.
Like, in theory.
Yeah, that's what...
Like, most, like, things I auto battle in PBQ, I don't even have to turn off for the final boss,
yeah.
I just kills it too.
But, like, that's what I found out in Tempest, and that made me realize I think the game would really benefit from always having a two-team system.
A two-team system.
Or, like, if one team dies, then you could just swap to another one or something. Because that, I think that's what made auto battle in Tempest work, because obviously the AI is so bad you can never trust it to win. So, like, what would happen is my first team would lose, and then I would be like, alright, now it's time to be serious. But by that point, they already did most of it. So I'm like, alright, that's fine. I can just play a little bit and then be fine. Most of the time it was just killing, like, you know, that's it. So I think that would be fine. But as it is, auto battle's way too fast. Unlike in PBQ where it's kind of a really slow burn, so you can look back at your device and then realize, oh, I'm on the final boss and they're probably not going to make it. I'll summon myself.
The map pauses help with that though, in that sense. You can't go into the final map and suddenly see like your team getting wrecked by revive because it stops.
Yeah, I guess so, but like sometimes it's just like, sometimes they would win, sometimes they wouldn't. It's like, I feel like... I
think fairly consistently won, but again, like I gave me a basic invincibility on player phase. So... yeah,
like it would be nice if like, that was kind of an option, but we'll see if they...
that's a very circumstantial thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's end.
Yeah, I don't think they'll, obviously, you know, think about my whim specifically, but they might add enough things, like just a better AI, and like things like, you know, more feathers later down the road, and then I'll be happy. But for now, I just gotta figure out how to work with what I have, because...
I mean, if you need feathers imminently... Oh, it's high tide grillers. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is very bad.
Maybe not.
Was. We'll see how it goes when there's two of them.
You know, I'm surprised we actually did talk about all the mobile games. I was like, I kind of want to talk about them, but I feel like it would be long-winded and stupid.
No, go ahead. Whatever. What else are we talking about? I could talk about Fire and Heroes some more.
I was for a second I thought it was Warriors, and I was gonna joke at you by saying no, you can't.
No. No.
No, you can't.
I do want to get to that.
Stop, Ark, stop. Hey, who has Stingray?
Not me. This guy has Stingray.
Oh, that was bad. Whoops. I thought I had a bit more.
Me then. I wasn't paying attention.
Do I? One down. What am I saying?
Yeah. Give me your shot down a bit.
Like, but these things, I'm like, I value killing it more, and like, you have to hit every shot if you want to kill it.
I'm like, I can't fight the tiny things that like slow me down to a crawl with this fucking web.
Oh, that gets you! Okay, good. Oh, we aren't even that close. Never mind.
Well, working out.
Yeah. What weapon did you even have?
I had an awful nose.
Yeah, that's not going.
I had an awful nose and bomb rush, so fuck me.
Yeah. So I didn't mention, but I'm thinking I'm gonna pick up Xenoblade 2. But after everything I want to play, not only because I want to play those games, but also because everyone's playing Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade. And
well, I would like to play Xenoblade 2, but
well, let's just keep on it.
Yeah, might as well.
And like, you know, be nice and fresh when not everyone is streaming it or playing it themselves, per usual. more interesting, etc.
The game is for the most part really beautiful, says Noel. That's good to hear. That's one thing Xenoblade 1 did very well, and Xenoblade X also it had like extremely gorgeous environments.
Yeah, but there's this weird. I watched the Digital Foundry thing on it. They're
You're going robot a bit, by the way.
What?
You're going robot a bit.
Yeah, you kind of did too. So I think Discord.
Top tier.
But I watched the Digital Foundry on it. You know, they do like the FPS test and then talk about the shadows and shit.
Is.
And there's like that one village glitch or whatever. Very weird and concerning.
Village glitch.
Also, it's like always 30 FPS and the resolution isn't that good. It's a big game. But like also Breath of the Wild came out once before and they said it was better.
And it's also 30 FPS at all times. Except when it's lagging. So I don't know what point that holds. Frankly. I'm not the only one down here shooting this steelhead.
Shoot the sniper instead.
Did both with one shot.
Yeah, I don't think it looks barely matter for me anyways. It'll be fine.
I mean, it's the thing of like,
It's so bad.
60 FPS is nice, but I only give a shit about it, like, I only give it like an actual conscious shit about it in games where it actually matters. Like, if, like, for instance, some fucking idiot were to release a Devil May Cry game at 30 FPS, don't know who would ever do that. But if some fucking idiot were to do that, I would be extremely mad, because that is a game and series that needs to be 60 FPS. It needs that responsiveness. It needs that fluidity.
I only give a shit when there are games where it switches between the two for no reason. But yeah, it's like, oh yeah, one thing that surprised me, I was watching a 1,000 Year Door stream, and apparently, oh, why would you do that? Okay. A 1,000 Year Door runs at 60 FPS. And I'm like, I never think that those old games run at 60 FPS ever. That seems like a, you know, modern...
time ran at 20 FPS. And yet it was completely smooth and it felt natural for it.
Wait, what?
On the N64, at a time when it ran at like 20 FPS. But like, because of how like the game looked and moved and everything, it felt completely natural. It's weird.
Oh, yeah. But now I'm like talking like 60 FPS existed before.
Well,
like,
yeah.
5 years ago. It's very weird to me for some reason. Because it's like...
I don't know what it is. Like, a lot of the PS2 launch games are 60 FPS, like monstrosities.
Something I have to remember. So, you know what? Speaking of 1,000 Year Door. Super Guard, did you like that?
I liked it, but I was never really that good enough at getting it off.
Really?
I could never find what the timing was. I could get it for some things, but then, like, attacks where it really mattered, I could never really do it, because, like, I didn't have any idea what the timing was.
And you normally dodge, you know?
I would just resort to hitting A. So.
Not you in my sight.
Yeah, like, I like the idea of it, like, that's fine. Like, I think in the idea it's fine, I just could never do it, like,
I think it's way too easy and way too overpowered, and I hope it does not come back.
You played the ever-loving shit out of the game. Like, I think most people will be more like me and think it's something that you could sometimes do, but not always, because it was kind of tricky. Like, you've played this game inside out, like, I don't. Like, I don't know the times for half the attacks for it. Like, I can't tell, like, when do I have to hit it for this attack or not.
Someone in the chat said it was 3 frames, and I'm like, that's, no, try like that.
Because then you get, because it's stuff like, for instance, the hook tail's like fire breath attack. Like, when the fuck do you hit it for that?
Oh yeah, that's where you use like A to feel it out, and then B. But like, then if you know, easier.
Just hit A. Just put all points into HP.
No, never do that.
Yeah,
Never
do that.
Fuck. Disgusting.
I always like did a balanced approach where I just kept alternating each level. Where I did like HP, then FP, then badge.
No, I've never done a Danger Mario run. It's surprising.
You ever done a what?
Danger Mario run.
What's that?
It's basically like the glass cannon run, where you know Mario's in danger at 10 HP.
Yeah.
Well, and you know how there's a badge where when Mario's in danger he does more damage?
Ah, okay, so you just have that on at all times.
Yeah, you stack them, and then
and then you just super guard everything.
Yeah, and then do you remember? Not even that. Well, oh yeah, that's in Thousand Year Door. So I guess that makes it maybe make sense. But you know Chet Rippo, how he increases one stat but lowers the other two.
Oh yeah.
So you use him, so your max HP is 10. So you don't have to worry about lowering it. So then you always just run in, do a jump attack that does 20 damage each jump, and then you know, hop back in, or you know, hop back out. Obviously, you have to strategize and make sure all the enemies will die. Then.
Yeah.
Also, like in Thousand Year Door, you can also just switch your partner in. The stakes aren't as high in Thousand Year Door, and I'm now realizing.
Thousand Year Door is a game for the casual baby.
Yeah, it's the games for babies. Why does everyone love it so much? Stupid shit game.
I genuinely prefer it, but it's because I prefer its world and style to regular Paper Mario's.
I think that Paper Mario hits it on all chapters, and Thousand Year Door has Chapter 2. Probably the worst thing in video game history.
I don't know. Chapter 2 was alright.
No. Number 1, you have worry. No.
It didn't occur, so...
Worry is gross and not useful. All of her attacks suck. I hate her. She's not even a Mario enemy.
Justin Gamer.
Oh. Oh, well, I'm complaining about Paper Mario now. I think for some reason I think the series is like the most heated I could get over literally anything on the planet.
Yeah, it really is.
But then it's like it looks great outside, obviously, but then you get in the fucking tree, and I agree, everything in that fucking tree looks the same. And then you get the punies, and that's obviously the worst part. Who thought that was a good idea? Even in Pikmin! Pikmin is a good game! Let them play Pikmin! Why would you put it in this game? And then chapter 1 is just boring to me, but... And also Hooktail mentions his feet, and oh, god. When you're a kid, it's like...
calling the bell.
When you're a kid, it's just like, oh, that's silly. Now that you're an adult and been on the internet, you're like, God, I can't look back.
Just you being corrupted more than the game. I remember like there was one event in Thousand Year Door. It was the blooper fight. And
Oh, yeah,
I remember once it just kind of like fucked up my head. Where like one time something happened that I've never seen happen since, but I'm sure it's like a documented thing where the blooper saw me at inch 4 and asked me, "You want to see something cool?" And I was kind of yeah, and he just smacked me. I was like, oh.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know what triggered that or why, but he did it, and I was kind of like, oh.
Thousand Year Door does have a lot of charm.
Fair play. Huh? Have you heard of that before?
No.
Oh. I remember it happened. Like, he just went like, "Want to see something cool?" And I was like, "He gave you a dialogue box saying yes or no." I was like, "Yeah." And he was just like, "You smacked me for like regular damage."
The one thing I didn't even really think about is like, in the Thousand Year Door, sometimes Mario is just you can make Mario a complete asshole. I like that.
Yeah.
Like you just say
like
no
the Luigi
to
story.
no to Cooper.
I like the Luigi story a lot.
I kind of don't like it because people on the internet are crazy fanatics, and it ruined it for me. When are we getting Paper Luigi in the Waffle Kingdom, Nintendo?
You also went robot at the same time, so I just want you to know that I regret this entire call.
Even the stream I watched last night, they were saying it. They're like, come on.
Low battery, oh dear.
On your
all that after this.
On your Switch controller?
On my fucking Pro controller, yeah.
Yeah, that lasts you for like an hour when the first one comes up. I know because of the Odyssey stream I did. And then I hooked it up, and then I still tried to do the shaking. And it wasn't optimal.
I don't think I can make the charge cable. I don't think I can reach from the console even. That's a problem. I have to switch to the other one. To the Joy-Cons.
Hey, there's also something else. So now, you know, people are complaining about game journalists again, right? And the new
terrible, yeah.
The new thing is the baby difficulty in Wolfenstein 2. I'm seeing.
Oh no, that's been there since the original Wolfenstein. Not like original like reboot. That's been there since the very first Wolfenstein games.
Well, no, but like, it's only now that people are complaining about it, apparently.
No, they complained about it with what is it? The New Order, like the one this is a sequel to. They complained it was in there, and they complained about it then too
Yeah.
because that's really offensive and that upsets me personally. Shut up.
I mean, I don't know. I'm conflicted.
It's a joke. Like, shut up.
I'm conflicted on it.
It's a joke.
Because then they put the picture of the dude in the baby thing, and actually, you know what? I think it's less
a
about the
joke.
baby difficulty and more about, you know, the internet thing again with Hooktail's feet. Now it's the weird baby. It like brings back unpleasant, weird baby fetish things. Because it's a grown man and like a baby thing. Maybe that's why I don't like it. You know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm actually fine with it, and that's the problem here. God damn it! Are you dead? Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's me.
That's him. He's dead.
And it's being sniped by a sniper.
Sounds like you need this to be on baby difficult.
You know, I like that. Like, that's just a joke. Like, people getting upset at moments where they go, oh, this looks down on people. Like, shut up.
I don't know, I guess for certain games it's fine, but
Like,
I think in general I
Like,
prefer...
you're just say like people saying that I've seen people who look down on anyone for playing like stuff that's more gameplay oriented or like stuff that's from Japan or stuff that like this personally don't like.
I don't know,
Like,
I mean,
how
I
feel like it's the same people every time.
like, I prefer just games saying, like, I prefer the story gameplay kind of thing.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, making it that kind of edgy, I guess I'd say. It's just like, how are you making difficulty settings edgy? Come on now. That's for the charm of the game itself, which I think Wolfenstein 2 probably does, judging my reviews and shit.
Oh yeah, it does.
You know, I don't think the menu is ass, but that might just be me.
I mean, again, that's a call out to the original Wolfenstein. It's like the whole point of the Wolfenstein reboot was going back to the roots of like fast-paced murder shooter.
Right.
A lot of references to time, like old games evolve and things evolve.
Don't boo out. Ah! Oh god, this is good.
Hey then.
This isn't good. Oh, what the hey ha? People are dead again.
It's like how Doom has like all the same difficulty names and everything, and all the exact same weapons. They all look the same. There's an option to put the gun in the middle of the screen like the old days. It's the same sort of thing. Like this Wolfenstein had this title and this joke, so we just put it back in.
I think the only thing well, that's not true. I do know Doom, and I've seen playthroughs of it. I've never actually played it myself. But, like,
You
know,
should. It's fucking fantastic.
one of the only things I know about like original Doom is in TF2. There's a rocket launcher that's the same as the stock rocket launcher, except it's in the middle of the screen. Like,
Yep.
It's so weird.
That's because that's what original Doom was like. It was gun in the middle of the screen.
It's even called the original. But it actually does change the where the rocket comes out on the character itself, so it's not exactly the same too. But
Well, that's one thing I would say is actually if you do play Doom, do set that option on because I think it just genuinely plays better with it in the middle of the screen. In fact, I would argue that they probably built it that way first and then just had the side of the screen standard position to like accommodate people.
my FOV. Wait, what time is it? Oh yeah. No. Now I remember why I wanted to start at 2:30. Because I have a dog to do. So I would want to play one or two more, but whoops.
Alright.
We gotta get the shit and get out of here. God, this hat looks so fucking stupid. Maybe one day we'll play Turf War. Can't now though. It's like a dog.
Yeah. I like your character though. It's cute.
What did I just do there? Oh, wait, never mind. Still not as good. White kicks.
I have 68 cold-blooded chunks.
Use them.
No.
Use them.
No.
Even a special power up. Let's go. Drop that. Ew. I hate long sleeve shirt. Even in winter, I always wear t-shirts and then just use the jackets for warmth.
Alright, is that us then?
No, I got it. I'm gonna order shit. Because now that there's all this winter gear, it's like, who knows what I'll be missing? That's all you have to do. Just put winter gear in your stupid game. Oh god, when are they gonna announce the Overwatch Christmas event? Because I'm gonna have to deal with that. Maybe even the TF2 one. And then there might be more than those two in the Fire Emblem one. And I don't even know what's in the PPQ one. It's like, oh my god, just never stops in December. And then there's a game I like completely forgot about, but I own that I'll have a Christmas event. How do I already have these? It's so weird.
Alright, I'm ending my stream now.
You know. Spike says later. Except OBS isn't up, so that's ruined.